I'm Anna.
I'm Ben.
We're AutoSave. Welcome to our channel.
Today we're watching Made in Abyss, Season 1, Episode 13, Time to Kill Mitty. Yup, that's where we're at. I like my light anime knowledge has me expecting Mitty not to die, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I'd assume in a typical anime.
Okay, yeah.
But this is
I
Made in
agree with
Abyss.
Yeah, I think typically my expectation would be that yes, it's this giant cliffhanger, very upsetting line there at the end of episode 12, but there's no way that it's actually going to come to pass in the next episode. Rico wouldn't stand for it. Maybe we'll get, using Rico, some true feelings on Mitty's end and truly understand what Mitty wants and if Mitty wants to live.
The fucked up nature of Made in Abyss so far leads me to expect, no, these are the reasons and why we shouldn't kill Mitty. See, Mitty wants to be alive. Okay, we'll keep Mitty alive. Mitty dies anyway. Like that's what like Made in Abyss makes me feel like might happen.
You're right.
Is this 48 minutes?
What?
Episode 13, right?
It is episode.
Holy crap. Okay, we did not
know that. I guess this is like a present. I'm scared. I'm like really scared.
I don't know what this means.
I don't either. I guess we will know
I'm
what
nervous.
it means when we're 48 minutes and 28 seconds later. We'll know, yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Sweet. I don't know why that made me so nervous.
The time?
Yeah.
The show always gives me chills as soon as it starts.
That's true. My whole body has like a response to this show. You know what I mean?
That's what I said about like chills. As soon as Made in Abyss starts, an episode starts, I get like chills.
I feel like when I was younger and I would go to a pool and I would go under the water and see how long I could hold my breath. That's how I feel watching the show.
That's basically what they're doing. Just trying to survive. How long can they? Wow.
Makes sense. He used the incinerator. Huh?
Finally, I've found it, Mitty.
It's from the end of the show. Where the fuck are we? Is that Nanachi?
Mm-hmm. And then Spondred.
今や常識に左右されないアプローチが試されるべきと考えます。私はここに時代を切り開くにふさわしい子供たちを見つけに来ました。私はボンドルド。白笛です。見入ることも厭わない勇気ある子供たちと一歩前へ。
When was this? Mitty?
ご安心ください。道中はすべて私の
I don't feel good in my stomach. Seems like he got children from different climates.
奈落の前線基地です。
ちがしない。君は何になりたいの？白笛？まあ、なんだよ。だよね、白笛。これってすっごいチャンスだと思う。おいらはここに来れれば何でもよ。ここに来る前はゴミだめからマシなゴミ。なは盗みとか歌歌って物事はそれ以外に脳がなくてよ。その特技いいじゃん。ここなら拾うもの全部お宝だよ。ねえねえ、何でもいいなら私ミキ未来の
Fuck.
君はヤッホーナナチーよろしくね。
I love that addition of the bland food reminding me of like Nanachi not really knowing what good food should taste like.
That's a great
And it
catch.
really just brings it home.
あるのは他の連中が読めない本だからな。文字は発音が失われてる。用語当てて使われてんだ。そうなの？教えてよ。
I love her knowledge, you know, already going into the abyss.
It's kind of like Rico.
Yeah.
このと一緒に見に行こう。おう。
気をつけてください。上昇負荷がかかります。
Whoa.
大丈夫だよ。
お部屋に行きましょう。
アビス信仰って何？
It shows a very nice sounding voice actor for Bondrewd. Pleasant sounding.
魂が欲したもののところへ形を変えて旅に出る。底知れぬこの穴を神様の暗屈家たちの心の拠り所みたいなもんだ。私の相棒だね。ブレインだね。上手だし。
イリム、さあ来てください。
今度はイリムか。早く外出てえな。もう随分少なくなって。
Yeah, there's very few kids. Uh-huh.
二人で一緒に
Great.
出られるといいね。
And he can probably do stuff like this in the abyss because like who's gonna come down to stop him? What's the laws of the abyss, you know?
ミーティ、ミーティ。
In the while sleeping.
さあ一緒に来てください。今日は健康診断の後、少し外を歩く。
ボンドルド、オイラも。
ナナチ、慌てないで。
They gave him such a pleasant voice. I hate it. Sneaking out?
ミーティ。
何をこの数の人間を5層に。それも
今さらどうしたのです。黒笛の5層立ち入りを進言したのも。
探掘家ならともかく付加的に二度と戻れない子供たちは人道的に。
ああ、なら心配あり。あれらは人間としての運用はしておりません。ご覧になります。
ミーティ、ミーティ、ミーティ。ナナチ。
What the fuck?
おやおや。ちょうどよかった。ナナチ、順番ですよ。君はすぐ下の深海6層に行けるんですよ。
He shoots them down?
君は袋小路なんですが、いろいろと試すのに私の箱庭なんです。この呪い、しか
Death or loss of one's humanity.
なんとかしたいるそれ。呪いを片側に押し
All to one side.
人とそれ以外ではうまくいく。ちょうどナナチも来てくれたことです。体を2つも使うのは惜しいですが、きっと成功しますよ。
騙してたの？
とんでもない。深淵の闇を払うヒントが生まれるのです。ミーティ、あなたは押し付けられる側です。なるべく耐えてくださいね。
ミーティ。
細胞も呪いにかかってしまいます。
What the fuck?
So Mitty's gonna try her hardest to like power through it so Nanachi
How much are they gonna show us?
I don't know. I'm scared about that too. I don't want to see it. I don't know how. They all look like Mitty.
ナナチ大丈夫だよ。あら、私が人間じゃなくなっちゃったらまたナナチのところにミーティー。 神様、オイラようやく見つけたんです。ラモノを見つけたんです。どうか奪わないで。
Kill me. That's what she wanted.
これは興味深い。素晴らしい。二人とも実に素晴らしい。
It's Nanachi now? No.
ナナ、進級も手伝わずにお絵描きです。君は可愛いですね。そうそう。ミーティが受けた呪いが素晴らしい結果です。レルとはやはりアビスは驚異的です。呪いが彼女にもたらしたものは死ねなくなるものだったのです。
Incapable of dying?
ご覧ください。すりつぶしたはずの手足も生えてきています。蘇るのはこれで9回目ですが、
He keeps bringing her back and then killing
に
her
なる
again?
程度で済んでいます。
ミーティ逃げてごめんよ。あいつのさせたり
The incinerator might be what she's looking for.
オイラがな
Has she been looking for something that will actually kill what is said to be immortal?
鳥だよ。あの時泣いてたの。ダメかい。ダメだ。何を使っても無駄に生かしてごめんな。楽にしてやるから。探すんだ。ティを苦しませずに殺せる方法を。スパラグモス。数奇へ返す。あいつがそう呼んでた異物があってん。ミーティの片目はそれでそこだけ戻らねえんだ。まるでほどけるように消えて直後に空気が焼き切れる。
仮想法と同じ。
ティを
待ってくれ。ミーティは本当に飛べば返事だってするし、それに
なのにあの目だ。お前も見たろ。未だにミーティは魂はあの体にとらわれてる。
少し考えさせてくれ。
まあそうだよな。
ナナチ、
悪かったな。急に変なこと頼んじまってよ。リコは直してやるから安心しな。ミーティのお気に入りだしな。
Is that just a reflex?
君が今はひどく儚にあるおびただしい薬も
The poisons too.
の尊厳を取り戻すためのもの。
Her
Minnie's
dignity.
dignity.
Oh,
ミーティを殺した後
what is it? What will?
しまうんだ。
What a good question. Gosh,
I'm broken.
I know.
I don't want to talk. Fuck, dude. Ah, fuck.
何日へこんでんだよ。しようぜ。栄養たっぷりのを作ってやるぜ。
Wonder how it'll taste.
熊の肉にするか。
ナナチ、僕に作らせてくれ。作り方を見るに、ナナチは何でも
ハグの下手くそだな。手伝おうか。
から座っててくれ。
I wonder how Nanachi's gonna feel after eating this food.
黒い肉なんだな。それに臭い。
I like can't return to normal.
リコはこう。あ、なんか破れた。
ああ。なんかこれやべえ匂いしないか。食ったのより美味しくね。
えぐい。
なあおい、 どしがたいどしがたい
I'm like trying to return
I
to
know.
normal. I'm like trying.
I need to do that.
岩つぶては大きく焼けた鉄の雨となり雲へと変えてゆきます
ミーティーを殺してくれ。ナナチから持ちかけては来ない。
You asked for time to think. She's respecting that.
このままでは。
What a cute bobber. Come on.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm trying to find
I
happiness.
know. I'm thankful.
一つだけ聞かせてくれ。君といて不幸なのだろうか。もうそうは。
言いたいことはわかるぜ穏やかに生きてるのに殺す必要があんのオイラもそのうちどうにかなって死ぬしたらミーティーは永遠に
Oh, fuck.
ミーティーはさ物も食わないしされりゃ痛いし涙だって流すんだ
Ah.
その反応だとしても永遠に苦しみつ悲鳴すら上げることもできず魂を囚われた永遠にだこれは最後のチャンスなんだ解放できるこんなに都合のいいことは
了解した。約束してくれ。自ら命を絶ったりしないって。
しねえよリコを治さなきゃ
リコを治した後もだ。
Oh,
残酷だな
how cruel.
分かったよ約束する
なら僕に任せろ。
Oh.
ありったけの思いで送り出してやる。
That recounts my thoughts and feelings.
Oh,
Fuck.
stop.
Fuck.
Like,
気合わせてごめんなまたすぐ会える
Fuck.
頼む
Stop. Oh.
it's gonna happen or Rico's gonna wake up and say something.
メイティごめんよほんとごめんよずっとミーティはあったかいなありがとなやってくれ
Oh. She doesn't like hugs.
さあ落ち込んでる場合じゃないぞ。なんで悲しい。ほら君も食うだろ。それを食べたら出発だ。
God. Great, we got a flashback.
Oh.
Talk about that, Peter.
なんだこの異様な匂いは。
順応性高すぎだろ
Oh, Rico's up.
上手おいこれでいいのかまあおい危ねって
Let him come to you.
Go doesn't even know about MIDI.
病み上が
With the way I was preparing it.
味しないだろ。いいからいいから。妄想にも住んでたんだね。いいよ。丁寧にとっていいよいいよ。まあ、どかしてくれよ。でも花からこんなんで。
Like you're a giant stuffed animal and she loves you.
触りたそうにしてんだよ。味方がいやらしいからだろ。まあ。
Oh, cute. From like her past. Like she really has not lost her humanity. Clean Plate Club.
美味しかった？まあまあまだな。美味しいから食べてみて。
Oh, sensing that.
もう一人だ。どうして？
Oh no no no! Don't make her regret her
なんで
decision.
そう思ったんだっけ？私すごく怖い夢を見ててね。よくは思い出せないけど、びくともしない。真っ黒な岩みたいな私と同じ大きさの空洞があった。どんどん狭くなっていくの。苦しくてが何だったかもわからなくなっちゃって、忘れちゃって、怖くて怖くて泣き声が聞こえたの。けどその子
We saw it.
が見ているのが分かって、少しだけ安心して。私ね、目の前にもっと怖がってる子がいて、目だけで大丈夫だよって声がしてね、泣き声が止んでたの。見向かずに行っちゃったんだけど、横顔が見えたの。と見てきた探窟家たちと同じ溢れた目。自分が何になりたいのか思い出して、行かなきゃって思って。
It's what woke her up.
またあの子に会える気がしたの。目が覚めて。
赤子の頃一度死んで、で再び命を得てるんだ。アビスと深いところでつながっていて。
いいんだ。ちょっと水汲んでくるわ。今度はちゃんとお前が守ってや。
リコ。ん？実は。
オイラも怪我した時はここだ。都内不思議な獣も入りに来るんだぜ。一人で脱げないから手伝って。
ああ。
ねえ、レグも一緒に入ろう。
見張りをするから。
はいなあ。追っ払うのは得意だろう。張りはオイラがやっとくからさ。
Whoa.
It's cool.
お湯なのにちっちゃい魚もいる。人が浮いた赤食べてるよ。
なんか
レグ、チンチンどうした？
これは
I don't know what this show.
Nanachi's tail's just like
あ、お前ら何？まだ風まで済ませてただろ。
Nanachi.
って何のこと？
いや、それは
と見張ってるんでごゆっくり。まったく。
気をしっかり。
Are we removing the shrooms? She said it would hurt more.
あと5個だ。しっかり押さえとけよ。
Oh god. I'm glad they're not showing me this. What a battle scar! Trying to.
Mobility.
Yes!
親指だけ。まあ、お願いがあるの。
Come with us?
私たちと一緒に来てくれないかな。いいぜ。
That's the only happiness I have in my heart.
あ、ナナチー。まあ、腕投げ出したら次会った時怒られちまう。いねえしな。
ごもっとも。リコの料理も美味しい。
おいおい話すけどよ。おいら、お前たちが目指す場所、早速準備するか。出発は早い方がいいんだろ。さんが待ってるの。
Hot air balloon? No, the balloon to send something up?
Usually they don't reach the top though, right?
Preserved medicine?
That's
Good.
awesome.
Look at it.
It's gonna
Are we
make
getting the credits over top of this? It's gonna make it.
What is this song?
Is it going to the seeker camp?
Either that or it's passing it.
Oh, Mark. They're gonna help it get to the surface. What a statement with that. What meaning? Like, what?
Oh,
Look at that smile.
nice.
Nice.
You can cook again. Never mind. This is one of the best credit sequences in a show, like, you know, what with the show still going on, that I've ever seen.
It's hanging
on.
on.
It's been foreshadowed, like the idea of sending something up and its lack of success, and the way to bring it back with characters that we've seen to help get it to the top. Oh.
Nat?
I have chills from the song, man. Look at the little... I think this is the only time we've ever heard this, too, right?
Mm-hmm.
ほんじゃ行くか。
Yeah. Let's get going. He's probably looking for Nanachi.
反応が消えていますね。デトーナラチ。ついに成し遂げたんですね。
It's like he knew she was gonna try to kill Mitty.
お礼が言いたい。ぜひともまた会いたいですね。
The person we're trying to avoid now has a reason to come after us. Awesome sauce. Great. Cool.
That was episode 13 of Made in Abyss. This... I don't want to do a discussion.
No, there comes a time with some certain shows where an episode is just feels impossible to go right into talking about and feel the energy to talk about it. Feel like you're able to actually sift through all of the many thoughts and the nothingness that is also in your head, like a paradox after watching this episode.
I don't... Dead air, right?
Dead air.
Like, I want to default to, like, yeah, talk more about it next time. I don't even know. I think there's a movie next that we have to watch or something, but I can't, I don't, so, and if that's the case, then we can't really talk about it next time. It's a whole ass movie, right?
Yeah.
Feeling
like trying to find the ability within myself to do justice right now to what I just witnessed. I am trying to figure out how to have the ability to do that, and if I do have the ability to do that. Because I feel like I feel blank.
Usually, like, we like talking about, you know, all the details that we see, or like cool themes, or like songs, or animation, or just like whatever. And
deep moments that we want to unpack a little bit, dialogue choices.
I think that doing that typically comes from a place of knowing you're watching a show and looking at that show for what it is, and
like
being able to pick up on things, somewhat of a separation. And I didn't have like any separation.
I don't currently have a separation from Made in Abyss at all. I have not distanced myself. If I was supposed to distance myself before entering the
not
Abyss,
even
I did
distancing,
not.
because that has a sort of connotation that could be negative, right?
Right.
I can cry and be completely immersed in a show, but still like have things like have that consciousness or awareness, right? It's a fault of my own, and I apologize for it. Right now, I'm like, I just didn't. I don't know. Like, this is like one. I don't know. It's. I don't know. I think that.
Every time you start, I'm like, yep, keep going. You got this. You're doing great.
I think that it might sound weird, but at a certain point in this, I was like, I wish I wasn't like, I would never choose to not watch this episode. I almost called it a movie.
It was like a mini movie.
But like the feeling that I got watching it was just so like I'm turned off like emotionally, I'm obviously not. I don't know what I'm saying. I felt like I wanted to turn off. Like I felt like I wanted to like shut down. Like I like right now it's like I my response to it is so bizarre because I it's all derived from MIDI, right?
Yes.
And everything
Well,
that
everything that
happened
happened
with
to
MIDI.
Nanachi and MIDI is. Yeah.
And to go from to make me feel like I forgot about my initial reaction to MIDI and being like, what the fuck is that?
Mhm.
And having these theories of what might happen, even from not only other discussions, but from the intro of the show. All of that was fucking out of my mind. It didn't mean shit. Like it wasn't present, and all it was my immersion in the show, and I didn't think that for a character, fuck, it had nothing to do with Reg initially. It had nothing to do with Rico at all. It was just Nanachi and MIDI, and these are characters we've had for a few episodes of an anime that are 22 minutes long, right?
Mhm.
I don't understand how I can feel the way that I did from just the first part of this, of just the flashback, of just the history, and then the fucking Reg moments. That's when I was like, I was already fucked up. And then that really, like, in the intro, when I was trying to come up like a funny speculation of what might happen because of the tendency of this show to not only stab you but twist the knife and then twist it back counterclockwise as well, I didn't think like that was my best guess, right? Like of a broad speculation of what they could do, and the way that they executed that same thing in a much more intimate, vicious, tragic,
Mhm.
personal way. I'm dumbfounded and I'm left feeling like this.
There was something about how they built to that moment of finally Reg using his incinerator against MIDI. The reason that just this whole episode was just an emotional climb. It wasn't even an emotional roller coaster per se. It was an emotional climb. It was the rising action to the climax, of killing MIDI, that we're getting all of these. We're starting to feel very strongly and very deeply on an emotional level for how horrific and cruel the things that are happening to Nanachi and MIDI originally by Bondrewd are, and seeing them go down in those capsules and then come back up, seeing what not through Nanachi's eyes what's being done to MIDI in order to test how immortal MIDI is, and then just going forward in the episode, we're talking more with Reg and Nanachi about this plan, and Reg makes Nanachi promise, and so we're like really having this, and then to kick us, already we're in this like emotional crying state, to kick us and then kick us again. We have Nanachi stop Reg, run over to MIDI, and then tell Reg to do it again. Like, of course we can't handle that. Who could handle any of that?
You know what though? Like I don't know what this even means, but like even just trying to talk about it like that and recount those events doesn't feel right.
No,
like
it
doesn't
doesn't.
feel like we're like it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like I'm taking the look at it that I should.
I don't feel capable at the moment to like do it justice. Like, You're so right. Like, yes, the content of what I was saying might have been like factual for like the plot points of the episode,
and with the attempt of trying to get us to break down like a scene like that and like what complexities it offers, like like that's something that we typically do sometimes, right? But it just doesn't feel like it. Like I don't feel capable of giving it the attention that it needs.
So what should we do about that?
I don't know. Brain, because like I don't know. I don't know. Do we try to recap it more other than the things we'll be saying for the rest of this discussion before the movie? You know?
I mean, it could be nice to do some recap before the movie.
But then it's not a part of this video, right?
Video.
It's not a part of this experience with it.
Well, this discussion and this experience is fully attached to the watching of the show, and however we handle how we feel about it in the discussion is like a perfect testament to how we felt in the episode.
But I don't want to deprive the episode. No. I don't want to deprive the episode of the acknowledgement that I think that it deserves. The way that we're feeling, or I don't know how you're feeling. The way that I'm feeling is a testament to the execution of this episode, and I think that it needs to be acknowledged for what it is specifically in details and why things resonated the way that they did and made me feel. But I think that whether it's in the intro of the movie or a separate thing, probably the intro, I think that I'm sure we'll come up with something, but like, oh, we each like take time thinking about the episode and writing 5 things down, or like just like well thought out, like things that I think that were meh at doing normally. I feel like I can't do it at all. Like I don't think that I think this might be the first time in this entire channel that I feel completely incapable of doing any sort of justice to the material that I just watched. And I also felt like I was like, why the fuck am I not like talking during it too, right? Or like you did such a great job of like, oh, like pointing out things and continuing to snap back. I just got so lost in this episode. Like, I'm like, oh, fuck, I want to talk about the whole idea of the relic and how that could relate to Reg's incinerator and, like, what that could mean, the flashback with Liza. But even just touching on them like I am now feels like shit. I
forgot there was a flashback with Liza because I'm just so... The Midi Nanachi...
Fucking Bondrude.
There was just so much. The letters at the end with the balloon. There's just too much in this 48-minute episode. Too much that is golden.
So I want
needs to be like loved and talked about.
Let's talk about it more at another time, but for now, just a couple things that wouldn't make it, I don't think, into a further like talking about, are like are things that I had the capability somehow to write down anything. And there was Midi's dignity. That fucking destroyed me.
I wrote that too. Midi's dignity. I liked the phrasing there.
The idea
choice of word for dignity.
And there are some things and executions and executions just like Midi's. But
Stop.
I'm sorry. This is how I deal with things.
You're coping. This is your coping.
But what really like got me was Nanachi, like, and Reg talking about it, and like I knew that Nanachi, and this is so vague, but I knew that Nanachi would interrupt Reg in Reg's asking of a question about like, well, doesn't it seem like you and Midi are fine and happy now? And I knew to expect that there was a purpose and a reason that Nanachi had further, because like already from the beginning of the episode, they've been together for a long time, and of course there would be. But the way that Nanachi expressed and the execution of the way that she expressed that her need and desire to kill Mitty and do this for Mitty's dignity before she inevitably dies and nobody else can absolutely tore me apart.
She couldn't leave Mitty alone for all of eternity.
Yep. Fuck Bondrewd.
God, I can't even begin to unpack what Bondrewd did.
Own
to
miniature
these kids.
garden.
Like, I can't even begin to think about it. I feel like this episode is going to have, without a doubt, and I think it's only happened to me like one other time in the channel's history, in terms of like an episode that has a lasting effect on me into the night, like into leaving, watching the episode, recording, go make dinner, whatever, lasting me the rest of the night that I don't really want to think about anything.
Yeah.
Probably gonna watch Food Network. Not think about anything. Because I don't feel like I have any thoughts in here.
The idea of, like, what Bondrewd was even doing, and, like, the idea of, like, driving darkness out of the
Yep.
like, I don't know. I'm glad. I love the outro. I thought that
Yeah,
was
it was great.
fantastic.
Good
I
job.
love the idea of them prepping and preserving medicines and taking
it's
these
smart.
steps to go forward. I'm so happy that Nanachi is gonna come with us. I wonder. So we hadn't had our editor edit an episode of Made in Abyss for a couple weeks. We had been doing it, and they had edited last episode, and they were like, "Yeah, in the ending, like, can you kill Mitty for me? Like, what? Like, that's crazy, right?" And they aren't editing this video, but
This one's gonna be a doozy.
can you imagine, like, okay, say he edits the movie or next episode, and he's like, "Oh, so they ended up killing Mitty, huh?" Like, just that thought. Try to get into that perspective of,
Yeah.
"Oh, Mitty's not here. Guess they killed her."
But not having
without
like context
of like
Oh.
everything that happened. Like, that would devastating. Devastating.
It would have to be a requirement. To
It
watch
has- it
this.
has to be.
to Nanachi had good food.
Yeah. That was awesome. That was great.
I just feel so weird right now.
I do too. Well, all right. Let's talk about it more soon,
Soon.
and I'm excited for that.
We're sorry for not
Yeah,
doing that now.
agreed. Apologies. For a lot of fear that I even had before this episode started, and a lot of fear that this show gives me, I adore this show. It's one of my favorite shows, and I am excited. I'm excited to talk about it.
Why do
More.
I love something that hurts me so much?
Yeah, and as weird,
Tale as old as time.
and as weird, like, penis interactions in the episode. Why do I what the fuck is this show? Why is it making me feel this way?
Why did it have to make Greg feel that way?
Yeah. Oh. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we hope to see you next time.